Impact segment tonight, as we've been reporting, 17-year-old abortion doctor Kermit Gosnell accused of running a murder mill in Philadelphia. Gosnell charged with 8 counts of murder, 7 babies, and that of a pregnant woman. His lawyer, Jack McMahon, says Gosnell being persecuted and prosecuted because he's black. Joining us now from Washington, Horace Cooper from the group Project 21, a conservative leadership network. So I knew this was going to happen. You probably knew it was going to happen. This doctor, if guilty, Gosnell, and people should know what he did. You want to tell people what he did, Mr. Cooper, or allegedly did?
This individual is accused of taking babies 6, 7, and 8 months into term, having them born alive, and then taking sharp instruments and cutting their spines and their throats, and then sitting them aside, and by the way, hiring teenagers to act as the anesthesiologist and other nurse assistants, as well as keeping, when the raid came, some $250,000 worth of cash lying around. If this isn't preying on innocent people who are poor and uneducated, I don't know what it looks like.
Now, the authorities also say they found dismembered parts of the babies' bodies in various parts of this man's office, and the evidence seems to be overwhelming that he did. And, you know, when they charge with 7, you know there are a lot more babies. They didn't do it 7 times.
All of his staff, except for his wife, have come forward and are testifying that this was something worse than like the Silence of the Lambs, where he kept little trophies and parts and even joked about a 9-pound child that was born. He said this one was big enough that he could have walked to the bus stop with me, and it gave no pity, no chance, no hope. This guy literally came in as a butcher and said to people, in violation of the law, I am going to take these 6 and 7 and 8. You know, that's the point in life when you've picked a name out. You've colored the bedroom. You've had a shower at that point for the newborn child. This kind of butchery to be hidden behind the race card, we at Project 21 were just outstandingly offended that any person would be this depraved and dark of heart.
And the lawyer, too, making it a racial issue, poor neighborhood, you're after this guy because he's black and all of this. Now, is there any chance, though, that we're being unfair to this guy, Gosnell, and that he'll be acquitted for these crimes?
Well, there's always a, quote, chance of that, but the evidence here is overwhelming that this guy literally located, you know, it's the opposite of what his attorney said. He literally located in a community precisely so that he could prey upon people. For him to say that he's being picked on because of his race, when by all evidence, it looked like it was poor and minority people that he was targeting. This guy ought to be buried under the jail after they find him guilty and execute him.
Now, we haven't heard much about this from the media, even the Philadelphia local media, a little bit there, but not on a national level. And if it's true that this guy was doing these things, and I call it executing babies, because that's what it was, for money, why haven't we heard about it in the national media?
Well, again, this is another example how the media is disserving the country. If this were the Trayvon Martin case, every single aspect about it, we would be given information about it. Here, the media consistently says abortion good. Abortion is free choice. There are never any problems. There are never any hassles. This house of pain and torture makes clear that too many people in the abortion industry live off of the back of innocent people by lying to them, both the employees and the innocent women who came through this process not understanding that he was literally going to torture and kill their unborn children.
But I think we can't say that this is the norm in most abortion clinics. I'm not for abortion unless there is really a catastrophic effect on the woman. All right, I'm totally against it for birth control reasons or convenience reasons. Yeah, but I think this guy was an extremist. For the Pennsylvania authorities, not, you know, real conservative, particularly in Philadelphia, to go after him this hard, this guy had to be an extreme.
Right, well, we're not talking about whether he's an extreme or not. What we're asking is, where is the abortion advocacy community condemning this behavior?
Come in, they're not going to draw that attention to their reproductive rights campaign. They're not going to do that.
Sacrifice children for their cause.
All right, Mr. Cooper, thanks very much. Plenty more ahead as a factor moves along.